All right, folks, we made it to Friday. There's the SPY. We got a few red days in a row down into the 20-day. Let me throw this up real quick. We got new faces in chat, everybody. If you're new, read that. And I'm going to get started. So tomorrow is Powell's speech, Jackson Hole. I think he starts talking at 10. I haven't heard anybody that's too bullish about Powell speaking. So, you feel a little skittishness in the market. And I feel like the market's on hold until then. So definitely want to be aware when he's speaking. Having said that, let's talk about today real quick. PTIX, Robert H.A. Let me go to 5-minute candles. Called this over 450. There's the opening candle. Then it put in a red candle that topped at 449, right? And then you have that sellers fail scenario. Sellers come in and over the half number inflection point, 450, straight to 620. Robert, that was a great call. And let me go to PSKY. Sahil gave us this one at 425. So that was, 1425, right about there. And it went to 1630. Another amazing call. I'm going to talk about one that I called, IMRX. When it looked, it was about trading right here. I said back through 4, has high of day and pre-market high above. It breaks 4, chopped around for a while, and then took out those catalysts and ended up going all the way to 470. Risk was only about 20 cents. So I'll pat myself on the back for that one. And then in the afternoon, the USAR, I called a second mouse through 15 after this spike right here on the news that came out about rare earths. And it came back down and said back through 15 would be a second mouse with a high of day still above. And then it went to 1569. And again, that was also only about 20 cents risk. So certainly some other calls too. Those are the ones I want to go over real quick because I want to get into the watch list because I want to start my evening, right? So what are we watching for tomorrow? Let's go into it. RCKT, big gap up yesterday. Today, a quiet inside day. I'm looking for a possible third day play setup. AXTI is kind of similar. Had a big pop yesterday, quiet inside day. XFOR, nice call by Sahil through 3 today. Went to 318. Doesn't seem like much, but percentage-wise, that's really good. Anyway, I like this volume and this flag, right? XFOR, pretty interesting. NMAX, you can't tell anything because the first 2 days it ran to $265. So we have to zoom in. And then you can kind of see that it had a nice pop the other day and is hitting new recent highs. If I put the horizontal line where across there, it's trading up into resistance, by the way, but trading up above a lot of recent highs. So maybe that one finally catches a bid. LASE had the gap up and then a sell-off and then another sell-off. And then today, really pretty strong move. So we want to focus on in-play stocks. I'd say that qualifies, so it goes on watch tomorrow. ALXO, I don't usually play the pennies, but that's an interesting chart. Certainly has room to run. BSLK. This one is extremely choppy, but over the past week, it's made these crazy spikes, right? And now it's kind of gotten narrow ranges in the past 2 days, at least compared to this crazy day. So today, topped out at 989, and if you look yesterday's high, 1025. So if we open, inside of yesterday's range, inside of today's range, we've got 1, 2 dominoes that could fall right away. So I do think it's worth having on watch. I would certainly watch your position size because it is a crazy stock. APM, some nice pullback calls in this one. I missed one of my bids by like a penny. I struggled, but I had 3 trades in it. None of them red, but I felt like I left a car on the table. Anyway, a really nice move. We definitely got to watch that one tomorrow. Same with GXAI. Big rip today. We want to watch that one tomorrow. They're very extended, by the way. AEMD, also massive volume, but closing way off its highs. That doesn't negate it from being worth watching. I already talked about IMRX, my call today through 4. Well, it took out recent highs right here, right? Very strong day, nice volume, so we're going to watch that one. Probably needs to come in for a day or two, but we'll see. SLQT, nice breakout. PSKY, I have trouble typing that one. Really strong again. After this big rip and then the pullback, really strong again. We want to keep that one on watch. SOUN, I'm going to put on bounce watch. Had a nice breakout on earnings and now straight down for 5 days in a row. Certainly could be a bounce play candidate tomorrow. And also Riley, RILY, nice breakout, and then 5 red days in a row into the 20-day. So another bounce play candidate. I'll see you guys in pre-market, and we'll add some gappers as we find them to this list. All right, have a great night.